Hey there, it's the English Picker here. Now I hope this video works without any technical gremlins. We'll see how it goes. You all know that I'm plagued by technical gremlins, so we'll see how it goes. I just wanted to share with you my insane weekend of buying stuff. I bought so much stuff this weekend. Sunday was really rained off. I did sneak along to near a car boot, but there was really nothing there. But the main deal was what I got in the car park of the car boot. It is sort of the bulk of what my money went towards this weekend. If you go on the Facebook UK resellers forum, I posted some photos there, and what I bought was several hundred comics, and they're sort of late 80s, early 90s, a lot of adult style comics, and also some magazines. There are quite a lot of magazines which aren't as resaleable, like science fiction magazines and Empire and things like that, which is unfortunate. But there are a lot of heavy metal sort of comics. I think it's called Heavy Metal, and it's like a comic slash magazine, and they go from the late 70s to the early 90s, I think. And there's probably about 50, 60 of them. And I paid £220 for this joblot, and it's from a guy who's raising some money for, I think it's like an animal shelter, and he bought this lot at auction, and I think he paid £140 for it, something like that, he said. And I've been buying comics off him before, gradually, bit by bit, and then he goes, "Oh, I've got loads at home, and you're the only one that's really buying them, so do you want to buy them all?" So I met him in the car park of this car boot, and I bought them all. So yeah, crazy. So that's going to be a lot of sorting, a lot of processing. But yeah, so on the Saturday, I did make it out to two car boot sales because the weather was lovely, and I also went around a few charity shops, and because it was lovely weather, and one of them there was like a village fete as well that had a few stalls that I went around, and a massive car boot for its normal size, and I ended up getting loads. And really, there's a few sort of moral stories here that I'll try and cover, but this video will probably be split into segments because I have bought that much stuff. It'll be a 2 hour long video if not. So really the first like moral thing in terms of buying that I came across was I was walking around this first car boot sale, and there was this dick who was traipsing around all the stalls. He had a really broad sort of southern Essex accent, really loud guy, and he got bags and bags of board games and toys and stuff. And I was up at this stall looking at this, which is a brand new box Polly Pocket, which I was looking at, and I was looking at some shoes, and he muscled his way in, quite rude, pushing and shoving, and picked up this and another two Meccano sets, and he was trying to say the woman was there. She was on her own with the kids, and he was just verbally intimidating her, sort of aggressive posture, and he was saying, I think she wanted £15 for that one, £10 for another one, and £5 for this little one, which is somewhere. And he was like, "Oh, that's outrageous prices. You're being ridiculous. This is a car boot sale. I've just picked up this one," and he got this sort of tatty Meccano one out of his bag. "I picked this up for 50p over there, so I'll give you £3 for all of them." And she was like, "No, the best I can do is 20 quid for all three, and that's really pushing it." "Oh no, I think you're being ridiculous. You best take my money now," and stuff like that. And I was just like, God, this is verbal sort of abuse, really. I mean, he was really going at her pretty harsh, and you could see people looking and whatnot. But fair play to her, she stood her ground and said no. And actually, later on, I ended up buying them because after the guy had gone, I just felt like saying to her, I said, I think you did the right thing there. I think he was out of order, and I don't think your price is too unreasonable. And then later on, when I came back round, she'd still got them, and I said, "Well, would you still take 20 quid for all three?" And she said, "Yeah, I would." So I just felt like I did the right thing. And actually later I saw this guy, he was buying an older board game, Escape from Colditz, and he was doing the same tactic again of bullying people, and I think he got it for £1.50 or something like that. And I just thought, mate, you know, karma's gonna come and bite you in the arse if you're gonna do harsh tactics like that. Yeah, I'm sure it works, but I couldn't sleep at night being that aggressive, that much of a dick at a car boot. It just doesn't sit well with my sort of morals, really. So just let me know what you think in the comment section below. So he gains the award of Dickhead of the Week. There was certainly some other ones there that griped me, but he was the one that peed me off the most. So without further ado, because I know we've got about 5 minutes in, but I will show you some of the things that I bought. And you've seen one of them. This is Polly Pocket thing. I paid £2 for this. It's all there. She said it's brand new and sealed. It does look like it's been taped up, but I still think it's decent. This will go to eBay because of the taping issue, that it looks like it's been opened, looked at, put back in, and then taped up. I'll probably put that on eBay because I can better explain that I think it's new, but it might have been retaped. So for £2, that's a good deal. Then from a different stall for £4, I picked up this. Now these are sort of going out a little bit, and you got to keep up. But this one, Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. So anything sort of connected to Spyro, I thought potentially could be good. And looking this up, this goes for around £10-11, something like that. So it's not too bad on £4, but probably paid a little bit too much. You would not move on the price at all on that. But at that time I had lots of people hovering around me, and I just thought I'm going to buy it. And then one of the other Meccano things is actually still in my van. I've got to take it out, but it was a digger type thing, not a bulldozer, sorry. And then this was the other one, Meccano, and it's radio controlled, brand new. It's not been opened. So yeah, really cool. This will go for about £40 to £45. So that's a fantastic deal, really, for £20. And then there was also another small Meccano, which is here. This sort of is the same theme as the other one that I've got. This is a digger, but the other one I've got is about the same size as that, but it's like a bulldozer. And I haven't looked this one up, but I'm going to guess around £10 on that. Then I picked up these are a bit unusual, from a guy who I bought the iPad from. If you look on one of my previous videos, you'll see the iPad that I bought off David. Nice guy, really broad Scottish accent, so can't understand the bloody word he says, but I bought these off him. And these are James Bond limited edition collector's card sets. I'm assuming they're like the posters, and I paid £2 each. So yeah, so I have no idea what they go for, but I think either as gifts or my antiques booth, they'll do well, that sort of thing. So there's 5 of them there, £10. It was a no-brainer, really. Then from a different car boot sale I went to, I picked up this, which is never come across this. It's a board game. The guy was telling me it's a bit like Risk. I ended up paying £8 for it, which is a bit much, but it's a lot of the contents are still sort of sealed or unused. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm gonna guess about £25, £30, maybe something like that. Then some media. I picked up some Game Boy Advance games. I picked up Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. Now this label looks really cheap, so I don't know if it's a knockoff. See if I can get that. It's not focusing. There you go. Well, you get the idea anyway. It's that. And then I got this one. These were £1.50 each, but I think this one is a knockoff because it doesn't actually say Game Boy on it. It just says there, game cassette. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Dice Monsters. And there's that one there, but that one does say Game Boy Advance, but the label looks a bit iffy. So don't know on them. In hindsight, it was bright sunshine. I didn't see it. Then for 50p, I got Guitar Hero Metallica. Still got a little bit of value, not a huge amount. Same with this one, 50p, but I bought this because it's in lovely condition, minty fresh condition, and it's complete with manual and the disc. This was a scratch ticket. I think it's an alright game, but I've just got to see whether you need a Steam account or whether it'll work still. And this was £1. Then I got GTA 4 for the PS2, that was £1. Big Beach Sports, which isn't as good as I thought it was, but it's 20p. Then this was from David as well, 9 Inch Nails, this was a couple of quid. These sort of ones I've done well in the past. This was good, this was £1. Call of Duty World at War. It's on the Xbox 360. I see the PS2 one quite often, but this one goes for a bit more being on the 360. This was the first one where the zombies genre was introduced to the Call of Duty series, so that's why a lot of people like it. So that was cool. Might end up keeping that one because I haven't actually got that on the 360. And Fight Night Champion for £1. That goes for like £6 to £7. And then I found a lot of games for £1. We've got PS3 Toy Story 3 with the slipcover, which unfortunately has ripped, but that was £1. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 for £1. Most of these will be sort of trade-in fodder at CEX or something like that, because I could try and sell these online, but by the time I do, I'll only make £1, £2. This one I will sell online, Call of Duty Ghosts, so that was £1. Far Cry 3, that was £1. Then this one, I paid £2.50 on this one. It's Uncharted 2. For £1 as well. I got Street Fighter 4. Was that? No, 9. Oh, I don't know. I'm rubbish with the Roman numerals. And then for 50p, got Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. And lastly, I paid £3.50 for this, which is a bit much, but it's Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. It is, you know, complete with a map and everything like that, so that's really nice condition. So something like that I might probably go to Amazon. So those, and then again, I think I may have bought, I don't know if I bought knockoffs or what, but I paid £12 for these, but one of them, so I picked up 3 boxed ones and 3 loose carts. Mario and Luigi and Bowser's Inside Story. It's got the manual and that there, and the cart's in nice condition, so that's cool. But it's weird, the cart on it, I don't know if it's a European release or, come on, focus, there you go, you can see it says USA on the end. Now normal carts say EUR, so I might plug that in and test that. Now I've tested, the reason why is because Mario Kart, and I've actually tested this because I was going to send it into Amazon in my last shipment, but I didn't, because you can see on there, this one says there EUR, but I've plugged this in and nothing happens. The DS does not recognise the cart at all. So I'm going to try it on a normal DS, because I tried it on a 3DS, so I don't know if for some reason it won't work on a 3DS. But also the case looks, I don't know, it's maybe me just reading into it. The case looks not like your normal DS case. So if anybody knows, drop me a comment there. I mean, this one looks fine. I might try to plug this one and test it. It's Pokemon The Mystery Dungeon, but that's just got the cart in there. And then there's a few other loose ones. We've got Pokemon the Black version. We've got Something of Swords. Rodeo of Swords is that? Come on, there we go. And then we've got Devil Survivor. Now this one fetches some decent money, but being loose, these, come on, there we go. Being loose, I'll sell those on eBay. So that's that. I picked up a 3DS game from a different person. I don't like it's FIFA 13, but it was 50p, so you can't go wrong for 50p. It's not a huge money maker. It's like 4 or 5 quid, but 50p. Not going to leave that there. Then for £2, I picked up this audio book. They got quite a few audio books, but I scanned this one into Amazon, and it's pretty good actually. It's I think it's about 10 quid, so that's good. And we've got a few more bits, and then I'll leave it for this segment. I picked up a load of photo paper. I've done alright with this in the past. I paid £9 for all this, and it's ultimate photo paper, sort of your standard picture size. So yeah, I haven't looked them up, but I'm gonna guess probably about £6 or £7 a pack, something like that. So that'd be good. Normally with these sort of things, with the FBA listing, there's like 2 in a pack or something weird like that. So if that's the case, I'll try and modify that for FBA, if not Amazon and eBay. Sorry, I can't get my words out today. A few more games for £1. I picked up this Medieval 2 Gold Edition. Doesn't go for a ton of money, but £5-6. And then Wii Sports Resort. It's all in there, but this CD's got a few light scuffs, but it'll still play. But yeah, that's good. I sometimes bundle that with a Wii if I sell it. And then a few more bits. I picked up Clive Barker's, I'm not even going to try to say that. Is that Undying? Yeah, Undying. This one's not a bad one to pick up. PC game. £5-6, something like that, which is always nice. And then for 50p, I picked up Ministry of Sound 20 Years Edition. I've got a few Ministry of Sound ones like this, which I'm going to put together as a bundle. Individually, this will only go for sort of £3-4, and you'll have to send it via small parcel. Probably be too big for large letter. So I'll probably bundle this in with some of the other Ministry of Sound ones. And then lastly, for this segment, I picked these up actually the other week, but I picked up I'll show you with all of them. I picked up another one of these, Walker's Tazos Collector's Force Pack Special Star Wars Trilogy Edition, and it's got in there all the Tazos which you can punch out. They're a bit like Pogs. I do remember them. They came in Walker's Crisps, and they're all in there and whatnot. But the ironic thing is, the week before I bought some more, so I've actually got that and that. I've got 3 of them there, so that's weird. And then also the other week I bought this big folder full of them. So I don't know if Tazos sell well or what, but I've got loads. I've got the market cornered now, so I'm going to leave it at that for now. Stay tuned for part 2, and if you have any comments, suggestions or anything like that, drop them down in the comments box, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.